Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is about the answer to overcoming all fears in the pursuit of success. Now, every single person who's gone on a journey and become successful, they all had fears. Every single one of them, myself included. Obviously, I haven't become successful yet, but I have fears. Every single person on my level has fears. You have fears before starting. And in this video, I'm going to give you the golden nugget that's going to help you overcome the fears and work and educate yourself and become better. Even with them there, like you can still feel them, but you have the answer to overcome it and still work regardless and still do the right things regardless. And this concept here, I've come to grasp over the last year and a half of becoming the best version of myself, physically, financially, emotionally, well, attempting to anyway. I've really come to grasp and understood how powerful this is. And I know if you're someone looking to start that journey or is already on that journey and struggling with fears, with limiting beliefs, with uncomfortability, going to help you and ultimately overcome these fears, get to where you want to go and hopefully have success in the future. And make sure you stay to the end of the video. I'm going to give you the golden nugget, give you the answer. At first, I'm going to give you some examples in regards to what you might be thinking, fears, limiting beliefs, etc. And then at the end, I'm going to give you the answer on how to overcome it and how I've applied it myself. And this is definitely going to help you. Now, firstly, the fear of others' opinions. This is massive. For myself, being completely transparent, I care what other people think. I've always cared what other people think. As much as I used to act like I don't, I do, and every single person on this earth does. Every single person who I've spoken to does. And especially this is so prominent when you're looking to do something out the norm. So for example, me starting a YouTube channel, me uploading on TikTok, me uploading on LinkedIn, Facebook, all this cringy stuff that people view as weird, out the norm. Of course, I had fears of other people's opinions on what I was doing. The fear in your mind of thinking about what friends might say, what family might say, what people on social media might say can be crippling, and often it leads a lot of people to not even starting on a journey which could change their life for the better. Then secondly, the fear of not being good, the fear of having to be bad at something, having to be uncomfortable, step out your comfort zone. This is a massive fear. It's something I've struggled with as well, and it's something many others in this space that I network with now and have in my circle struggle with as well. Because quite simply, you haven't done the reps, you haven't got the education, you haven't done the work, you haven't failed enough yet to be good at something. Whether that's being shit at sales, whether that's shit at marketing, whether that's not good at making content yet, like me. Whatever it is, there is a massive fear of having to be bad at this said topic. And then once again, that fear of having to suck at something, having to be uncomfortable, once again stops people from starting something that could ultimately change their life. And then thirdly, the fear of never reaching the destination. There is a daunting realization once you start on a journey. Say you start a business, say you start in remote sales, say you start with content. There's a daunting realization on how much you do not know yet. And it means inside your mind, you have limiting beliefs where you're going, there is so much to learn. There is so much I need to do to become the person I want to become, to achieve what I want to achieve. And often this means people will quit because they can't ever see themselves being the person that can achieve something on the level they want to achieve once they realize how much they need to know, how much they need to be able to do, how many skill sets they need to have, etc., etc. This pretty much makes people quit. They took that first leap of courage, started that journey, and then they realized, fuck, there is so much to learn. I can't do this. So we have the fear of others' opinions, we have the fear of not being good, and we have the fear of never reaching the destination. I'm going to teach you now how to overcome these fears and push through them even with them there. And the only reason I know this does work is because I use it myself. Okay, I started content, I started a business, I've started remote sales, I've done heaps of cringy stuff, weird stuff, putting motivational stuff online, and honestly, it's not comfortable, but at the end of the day, I've done it, and the only reason I've been able to do it is because of what I'm about to teach you. The answer to overcoming all of this is quite simple, and it is your why. The famous quote is, the man with a strong enough why can bear almost any how, and it is so true. To give you guys my why, it's pretty simple. I want to become the best version of myself so I can protect and provide for my loved ones, my family, and also give back to those who sacrifice me. That is it. And to put that into context, I don't want my wife to have to work a job and be a slave to an employer, or be a slave to money, or be a slave to bills. I want my kids to have the best opportunities growing up, where they can get the best education, have the most intelligent father, have wisdom ahead of them, have someone to look up to. And then lastly as well, people who sacrifice for me, parents, grandparents, they spent hours working shit jobs they hate, spent hours in cars at night watching me train and making all these sacrifices for me. And I believe I have a duty to give back to them by giving them a comfortable retirement, by giving them holidays, paying off their mortgage, etc., etc. And that is my why right there. And that there is the only reason I started making content. That there is the only reason I started building a business. That there is the only reason I learned about marketing. I learned about sales. I've started in sales. It's the only reason I learned about CRMs, learned about sales funnels, all these obstacles I've had to overcome. It is the only reason I've been able to do it. And now to put this into context back to the fears and limiting beliefs type thing, to help you guys in your scenarios overcome your situation as well. With the fear of other people's opinions, when I thought about John's opinion, so whether that's a friend, whether that's a family member, whether that's someone on social media you sort of know, well, my why, how strong my why is, how strong my mission is, how strong my purpose is, outweighs any fear of John's opinion. And at a fundamental level, the fear of John's opinion will not provide for my wife, it will not give my kids the best opportunities, and it will not retire my family. So why should I care? Then when I had the fear of not being good at something, when I had the uncomfortable realization of I'm bad at something and I need to be bad to get good, well, once again, my why got me through these scenarios. I know I will never ever get good if I do not start at being bad, at being uncomfortable, at being out of my comfort zone. I will never get there if I don't go through that phase. So once I am good, I will be able to do all the things I talked about with my why, with my purpose. So when you look at it from a fundamental level, it's pretty easy to start and be bad and be uncomfortable, because that is the only way I can get to there to be able to achieve my why. And then the daunting feeling of realizing how much you don't know and how much you need to learn. Once again, my why was able to help me overcome this. This daunting feeling, the emotion of it, is nothing in comparison to my why and my purpose. If I realize all the obstacles and I choose to quit, well, I can never ever achieve my why once again. So once again, it leaves me with no choice at a fundamental level. When you look at it from the most simplest terms, I have no choice but to overcome all these obstacles so I can achieve my why. It is simple. And this is the power of understanding your why and understanding your purpose. It overcomes any obstacle. The fears might still be there. The limiting beliefs might still be there. But at the end of the day, you can still navigate your way around it. You can still put in work. You can still educate yourself whilst it's there. It helps you just push through it all. So I hope that there gives you plenty of value, whether it's starting on your journey, whether it's getting over people's opinions that you think are there, whether it's getting uncomfortable being bad at something, whether it is realizing how much you need to learn, whatever it is. I hope that gives you value. I hope it helps you. Hope it can, help you get to where you want to go. I know it will if you do apply it and actually take what I've taught you. Hopefully I've explained it correctly. Take what I've taught you and apply it to your life. Now, if you're someone who's looking to change their life through entrepreneurship, remote sales, self-development, whatever it may be, I produce plenty of content on this type of stuff. So if you're looking for more of it, do subscribe. I have plenty more content coming out. If you did enjoy this video, please like the video as well. If you want to connect with me, social links down below, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'd be happy to have a chat, reply to your messages, reach out to me. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.